Yo, what's up guys? In this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 best weapons in Cold War Zombies. And there are 29 weapons currently in Cold War Zombies, and we're going to be picking the top 10. Well, the top 10 in my opinion, but I've tried out all the weapons and these are the best in my opinion. Now, let's get into it. Starting with number 10. My 10th best weapon in Cold War Zombies is the Stoner 63. It's called the Psychotropic Thunder whenever it's been pack-a-punched, and this weapon is not too heavy even though it's a light machine gun. It has a very good rate of fire. Because it's not too heavy even though it's a light machine, you have good mobility to get away from zombies, and you can easily train them and mow them down. And I'd say it's very accurate. Out of all the other LMGs, it has a good sprint to aim time. In the 9th position is the MP5, called the Mystic Pony Express when it's pack-a-punched. This weapon has good accuracy, rate of fire, it mows down husks well, and I like the fact that it does good damage even though it's a submachine gun and they don't do that much damage. So it's pretty good and it's easy to use and maneuver with. Following the Mystic Pony Express is the DM14, aka the Demolition K14. This weapon is a tactical rifle and it has such a fast rate of fire whenever you're firing it that it makes up for the semi-automatic part of the weapon. It's very easy to use, very nice to use, and it does such a good amount of damage even though it's pack-a-punched in the first level without any ammo mods. By the way, all the weapons in this video have no ammo mods. Next up in position 7 is the AUG, also called the Augment. This weapon is also a tactical rifle and it does a very good amount of damage, and it's a burst. It shreds husks very fast, and the hip fire accuracy on this is very good for when you're backing up against trains of husks. Following the Augment in position 6 is the M16, also called the Skull Splitter. This weapon is just amazing, it's a fan favorite. I really like it and it decimates husks, bosses, you name it. This is the first level pack-a-punch without ammo mods, as I'll reiterate, and it's just mowing down all the husks. It has such a good handle on it, very good damage, and the burst is hardly noticeable because it's shredding all the husks. The accuracy on this is also worth mentioning as it's very accurate. And the ammo capacity is also not bad. It gives you very good control of where you're aiming and how you do your damage. Now that we're in the top 5, all these weapons are awesome. If you get them, you're gonna have a good game. So this is the HAUER-77. This weapon is absolutely devastating when you pack-a-punch it. The fire rate is phenomenal and it does explosive damage, like the damage is amazing. It's one shot, one kill. You can see how fast the fire rate is, it's just awesome. When you pack-a-punch it, it's called the Orion 777, and as you can see for yourself, this weapon is an absolute. Next up in position 4 is the Gallo Sa-12. This weapon is awesome. When you pack-a-punch it, from the normal semi-automatic fire rate of this weapon turns to fully automatic, so you can actually make this a fully automatic shotgun when it's been pack-a-punched. It also deals amazing damage and very fast fire rate. It's accurate with hip fire and the scope if there's a scope, and the ammo capacity is very nice. As you can see, it shreds everything. The megaton, you name it, it shreds everything, and it's very, very viable to late rounds also. You can get this weapon around the crash site, buy it for a rare, then you can pack-a-punch it in case you don't want to hit mystery boxes to get it. In position 3 we have the RPG-7. This weapon is the most fun in my opinion in Cold War Zombies, and I really like using it when I've Pack-a-Punched it. In this video it's a Pack-a-Punch 3 because in that game I just Pack-a-Punched it to max level because I was having fun with it, but this is the gameplay. This weapon absolutely destroys trains, and I feel it's the best one. The changes it experiences when I Pack-a-Punch it are that it has 2 in its magazine, and 2 shots is enough to destroy a whole train of zombies. Boom, just like that, they're gone. It doesn't have such a large splashback, so that means you can shoot at zombies that are not too far away from you and you will not take damage, like the M79 grenade launcher, which I do not like to use. When you use Ring of Fire and you use this against megatons, it absolutely wrecks them. The fire rate is so quick, and if you're being chased by a lot of like zombies or dogs, you might want to switch to the other weapon in your slot so that you just have a little more mobility. But when you're done training around the zombies, you can, switch back to the rocket launcher and decimate them. It's really fun to use. Like for instance now, if you have a megaton on you, you know that this weapon cannot mow down megatons like that because they have such high HP, but there is a solution for this. What you're gonna do, you're gonna take out the other zombies. Then you're gonna pop your Ring of Fire. Boom, 55,000 damage. You saw that, right? That's enough to take care of most megatons, and that was in one shot too. While you still have the Ring of Fire activated, boom, again. No megaton problem anymore. That's why this weapon is absolutely fun to use, because it clears enemies very fast, which means that it will take out trains very fast, and it's gonna make rounds go faster if you're going for high rounds. So I really just like using this weapon. In my opinion, it's the best for clearing crowds, like all crowds of enemies. And finally, at position 2, we have the DIE Wonder Weapon. This weapon is the Easter egg weapon you can get in Die Machine, and my favorite elemental upgrade for this weapon is the Electro Bolt. The Electro Bolt is a beam of energy that just decimates the enemies, and the Shockwave is nice, but it has such a low ammo capacity that I don't really like it, and it's not very economical. So I just always do the elemental upgrade, but you can do the Shockwave, if you just wanna mess around with it. So I really like the DIE Shockwave. It's good for megatons, hordes of zombies, and the way it works is that the first 2 seconds of the shot is 1000 damage. After that, it's 3000 damage. The longer you keep the beam up, the more damage it will do, capping out at a straight beam of 7500 damage. This weapon can be great, but I don't really like the lack of mobility when I'm firing the beam and the way it charges up. If it was something like it did 7500 damage all the time without like charging up the beam, something like that, I'd enjoy it more. But when you're in the high rounds, I just don't really like the 7500 damage. I feel like it's a bit underwhelming, but maybe that's just me. Last but not least is the ray gun. This is the best weapon in Cold War Zombies in my opinion. This weapon absolutely shreds and destroys everything when it's high level, and is viable all through Cold War Zombies. It's a fan favorite for the Call of Duty franchise, and I personally just love this weapon. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and you can check out my channel for more helpful videos on Cold War Zombies. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out, and remember to take care of yourselves.